There we go.
All right, guys. So I actually do want questions as they come up. So if you have questions, let me know. I'm going to first share. I'm not going to share the screen. So Europe is a little different. If you guys have your checklist that you got sent when you were a new brand partner, the 9 steps, I think maybe there might be 10 now on there. Towards the end, we talk about Europe. There is a YouTube video there also that was added, so you guys probably haven't seen it, where we interviewed somebody who led a team worth like 80 or 100,000 points there for many years. So there's a video there of a European talking about Platinum Europe. So the things you need to know is that Platinum Europe is the name, Platinum Health Products is the name of Purium's European branch. So the two companies work seamlessly in terms of points. So commissions get paid the same whether you're a Platinum distributor or a Purium brand partner. So if you get Platinum distributors, they call them distributors. So brand partners are Purium, distributors are Platinum. So if you sign up a Platinum distributor, they will count as a brand partner in our back office and vice versa. If they are a Platinum distributor, they will count, and they get Americans, they will get paid in their European country for the Americans they get over here. Now, this can be good for Europeans that you know in America that do not have the ability to work here, because they can effectively build the same network marketing business you are running, and they will get paid in European euros. They will get paid in their home country's dollar amount. Now, a very, very important distinction, like the main one, is that they do not get the customer cash percentage that we get. So in Purium, we get 20% and an extra $50 every 1,000. So we get 20 to 25% commission for our personally enrolled customers. In Platinum Europe site, customers do not exist. Everything is 5% of the group volume. They do get a similar equation of around 20% for each distributor's first purchase, but essentially it's much more classic network marketing over there. It's a more crude system, and I'm actually going to paste the compensation plan in the chat right now, just so you guys can see the compensation plan. Where is the chat? Here it is. So the compensation plans there are a few differences you're gonna have to become familiar with. For instance, executives get paid monthly bonuses there. They basically get two $200 bonuses. We don't get a monthly bonus until we are a lifestyle bonus until we are diamonds. So we get a one-time bonus of executive, but over there, they start getting their monthly bonuses at executive, but the bonuses leading up to executive are much less than they are in Purium. So Platinum European business builders have a more difficult time. It's a cruder system, which is positive and negative. So what you guys need to realize in network marketing, if you get in the beginning, things are going to be difficult for you. You're not going to have the tools available to you. However, as the company starts taking off and all the systems get built and become easier, the trees become bigger and more people are going to be signing up. So if you are smart, you get in the beginning stages of network marketing companies so you can be way up at the top. And you need to understand that in those phases, things are really crude and they're not easy and they're not all built up. So that's one way that you can spin the problems, the lack of organization, the lack of communication that they might be experiencing over in Europe and even here in America. There are things with the Purium system. There are things with even the organization in our groups that aren't perfect. but it's good. That's why we're here. That's why we're benefiting at being higher up on the giant organization that's going to be Purium in 10 years. In 10 years, Purium's going to be so quick and easy to sign up, and you're going to want to have registered 10 years before that happens, right? So when somebody has problems with anything, remind them of that. Hey, you're in the beginning stages of this company, and that's really good news because this is network marketing. The network's going to get bigger, and you want to be in now. Deal with it, okay? Find solutions. There is an important thing that we all need to consider with Europe, and that is our gift codes need to be activated. That also is in the checklist. So it's an email that we need to send. If you don't get a reply, check back in. Again, things are not perfect over there. So it's very crude. Sometimes if you try and use your gift card code, if you never ever use your gift card code in Europe, it might not work. So send that email. And believe me, guys, this is all good news that these things aren't easy. It means that we're in at the right time. This is like investing in a company. We're investing energy, more energy in a company before everyone else does. So big thing, they don't have customers. They don't have the same bonuses as us, okay? So anything that Purium has over here, all the glitz and glam, they probably don't have over Europe, but it's a simple network marketing concept where the structure is to build the organization and get 5% of the group volume and just continue to build. Basically, everyone signs up with the 10-day cleanse and or a bigger cleanse option, which is 500 euros. It's equivalent to our $500 pack, but it's an actual kit. So there's kits to sign up. There's a 10-day kit, or there's what's called a, what's it called? Infinity kit. There's some word. There's a kit for a 500 euro package. Everyone's going to want to get that because that's the 100 gift card code. The 10-day cleanse only gives you 5 gift card codes. So you guys all, I urge you to go look at the Platinum Health Products website, which is, if you guys want to know what your Platinum website is, it is, what is it? Platinum. I'm typing this in the chat. Platinum. Hey, I need your help. What's the website for Europe?
PlatinumEurope.biz.
It's PlatinumEurope.biz. Sorry, there's a lot going on. All right, so it's PlatinumEurope.biz. Then it's going to be / your code. So I'm going to put this into the chat also, and you're going to want to replace where I put your code in caps with your actual code. PlatinumEurope.biz / your code. That's what you're going to want to send to people who are in Europe, and you're going to tell them to click on opportunity, and then you're going to go through the process with them. If they see potential in the website, then you're going to be answering their questions. Are there any questions specifically on Europe? Unmute yourself and ask. All right. You guys will have questions on Europe as you start talking to Europeans. Please do that. Please move forward confidently, and please don't be intimidated by the differences of the website. You know, they're used to it over there. All right, America, everything's really clean because we're lazy over here. So all of our systems are made for lazy people. Europeans actually are okay working a little bit harder and not having everything laid out really comfortable for them. So it works. Yes.
Sorry, you guys ship in every European country or just members of the European Union? Question.
So Platinum Europe actually ships to most of the world. So any part of the world that's over there, Platinum Europe will go to. We ship to most countries in Europe. There are countries in Europe that stuff going into just can't get through. Like Sweden is one of them. Sweden's very, very difficult. So do you have where are you from?
Hungary. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult to get any products into Hungary, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm only having my mom buy something.
Right. So the issue is, we can check on this, okay? So basically, let's send an email to platinumeurope.biz. There's an email at the very bottom, and like I said, it's got to go case by case. Things are a little bit iffy over there. Everything's coming from Austria, but there are a lot of countries. Not all of them are accessible. And just so you guys know, we can ship to anywhere in the world. It's just Purium and or Platinum is not going to guarantee the entry of the product. So it's not going to be insured. Meaning if you try and ship something to Zimbabwe, it might go there and they're going to have to pay an enormous fee for it to go there, maybe $100. And then if it doesn't get through their customs, then Europe or Platinum or Purium will not refund the money for the products if customs hold it. If the customs send it back to Purium or Platinum, then they'll refund the money for the products, but they're not going to refund the money for the shipping. So going to places is a little that are outside North America and Europe. It's just on the customer and their confidence in their customs agency letting in products into their company, into their country. It's basically just them doing the homework to see what's allowed into their country and what's not, and what's required to go on the packaging, such as the correct address when it comes in. Any other questions? So Claudia, let's email Platinum Europe and ask them about Hungary. I've been telling people I know for Hungary, no, because pretty much everyone in Hungary tells me you can't ship anything there. I'm like, well,
Why? That's so weird.
Well, my buddy.
It's so strict. I mean, yes, there was a time when we tried to bring in supplements with the nonprofit, and oh my God, it was just such a freaking hassle of getting through different, because the way supplements are regulated here is completely different how they're regulated in Hungary.
So, I mean, I know that because I know a friend who has the same story about getting supplements to his mom. So I just told him not to risk it. But I actually didn't ever email Platinum to see. So we should do that. Any other questions? Guys, Seema's got something amazing planned. Do not leave this call. So stay here on the line and you're going to want to do this to the end.
Hi, guys. Okay, so what I want to go over, it's pretty deep, but I feel that we're all ready to really step into that possibility, and it's the possibility of enrollment. And enrollment means to get someone registered in what you want, okay? And I want to start something with reading something that is very meaningful that I've have for many years. And I feel you guys could benefit. And don't worry if you're not getting it all right now, because I'm going to break it down and we're going to digest it. So you're really going to get it by the end of this Zoom. Okay, so enrollment is like the presence of something, the presence of a phenomenon, which includes being moved, touched, and inspired. But it's not limited to that. When enrollment is present, there is a sense of being up to something, the presence of aliveness, inspiration, and the affinity for life and for others. What there is when enrollment is present is a sense of vision and the presence of inspiration, not motivation, but the kind of inspiration that comes from the presence of a real possibility or a vision being alive for yourself and for others. It is like awakening something in people that's authentic to who they are. So vision and enrollment and inspiration are very much the same thing, okay? Vision, enrollment, and inspiration, and pretty much the same thing. When we talk about being inspired, we mean life being breathed into something. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. When we talk about being inspired, we mean life being breathed into something. And when we talk about moved, we're talking about being moved into a new possibility. And when we talk about being touched, it's like getting through to and touching one's humanity. Enrollment is like allowing, empowering people to act on what fulfills them, what is consistent with who they are and what really matters to them. Regularly, it's like mitigating the use of force and endangering a sense of purpose. Okay, so enrollment requires being in another person's world, being sensitive to his or her interest and concerns. It is like sharing between people, and it has the quality of authenticity, a kind of straightness that is refreshing. When enrollment is present, people have a greater sense of who they are. And enrollment very much includes acting on your commitments, having yourself in the line. It is not supposed to be comfortable, okay? Enrollment is not supposed to feel comfortable. Enrollment is not comfortable. It is alive. There is a distinction between being comfortable and being alive. Enrollment is literally putting yourself at issue. You know, you take who you are and you put it at issue. You take a chance. You take a chance with it. You take a chance on having it invalidated, on having it crushed, or in having it made wrong. Enrollment is like magic ingredient of transformation. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. Enrollment is like the magic ingredient of transformation. It is the fulfillment of power, freedom, and self-expression, and it is simple. Anyone can be and act in a way that is enrolling, okay? All of us. I'm going to break this down and digest it for you guys because it's very important that we learn how to have enrolling conversations. And I want you guys to take notes. I know some of you guys heard this in the past because I've given the Zoom similarly in the past, but I want to tell you again on how to craft your story. So I want you guys to take a pen and pencil right now and start writing these 4 points that I'm about to share with you. The first point about crafting your story, it's your background. I'm just going to backtrack just a second. The best presenters in the world share their story in less than 2 minutes. Okay? So your story should be like the elevator pitch that you share with everyone that you meet, and you're about to go through an enrollment conversation, in a registered conversation. I want you guys to think for a moment about the difference between sharing and reporting. Because a lot of us want scripts. A lot of us want to read something out of a sheet of paper and report to our community or who you're talking to. Sorry, give me a second. You guys are distracting me. Okay, so there's a distinction between between sharing and reporting. Always come from a place of sharing. Sharing comes with authenticity. Sharing comes when you are being vulnerable and open. And reporting comes when you choose reading a script or reading a video or just writing down and reciting what somebody else told you. And people can feel this. People can tell the difference between when you're reporting something and when you're sharing. And crafting your story is going to help you get started into sharing mode. Okay? So now I'm going to go fast forward again. And the way that we're going to craft our story, one, it's about really creating your background. Well, you already created your background. For me, I'm an architect. That's my background. I am an architect. Okay, so that's my background. So step number 1 is your background. Step number 2, it's what didn't you like about your background? So write that down. What didn't you like about your background? Okay. In this part, you're going to share where you have been inauthentic. Where have you noticed that something was missing? Okay. What didn't you like about your background? pretty much you're going to share where have you been inauthentic in your life. Okay, what impact has had that on you? Where has something been missing? So pretty much, what didn't you like about your background? For me, I didn't like my schedule. I didn't like the 9 to 5. And what was missing was time and freedom. I wanted to create time and freedom, create time and space for myself. Okay, so part 2, what didn't you like about your background? Part number 3, you found a solution. The possibility that you invented for yourself in your life. Like we all invented, we found the solution of Purium. We find the solution of the Holistic Justice League. So I found a solution. I aligned with a lifestyle transformation where now I can create time and freedom and I'm living it. Okay, so and then part 4 is how do you see yourself in the future? Here, we're gonna talk about the victory that possibility has over our past. You know, I see myself traveling the world, making a huge residual income, creating time and space for myself and my life. So I'm gonna go over those again. Part 1, your background. Part 2, what didn't you like about your background? Where have you been inauthentic? Part 3, you found a solution. Part 4, where do you see yourself in the future? It's very important that every single time we start a registration conversation, we share where have we been inauthentic. Because when you share where something was missing in your life, people already create a bond. That's why programs like MITT, Core Heart Training, Landmark, and all these personal development courses really, really teach you on how to acknowledge where you've been inauthentic. You know, what has been missing in your life when in fact you wanted something different. So every time you start a registration conversation, share where have you been unauthentic. It's very important. If you don't come from a vulnerable place, you're not going to create that bond that you want to register someone into the conversation to fully move into an invitation. Okay. So sorry, someone is not muted and I keep muting you and you keep getting unmuted. Okay. All right. So craft your story. Best presenters in the world, share it 100 times before there actually goes from your subconscious mind, from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. Everyone has heard Troy and all of these masters say, do it. I challenge you to do it for 100 days. Only when you do something 100 times, it will go from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. And when it is in your subconscious mind, it's going to be yours. It's authentic. You're going to own it. People know it's going to be a big deal for you. So I challenge you to repeat your story 100 times. Record yourself. Share your story in your little phone and you do a little recording and then play it in your car. Hear yourself telling the story. And trust me, it's going to be amazing. Okay. Just to expand a little bit on what didn't you like about your background, the part where we have to be vulnerable and share where we have been inauthentic. Think about an area of your life where you lost power. Think of an area of your life where you didn't have freedom or where you didn't have self-expression. Think of these 3 things. Where have I been in a loss of power in my life? It could be a loss of power in your diet. It could be a loss of power in your community. It could be a loss of power in your own faith for what you want to create. It could be a loss of power in your time, in your finances. Where have you faced a loss of power in your life? And then you're going to expand on that if that helps a little bit. So share with that person where you have loss of power. I'm just giving you examples so you can start crafting that part about what you like about your background. Ask yourself, where have I lost power? And then share that very, very authentically. You don't need a script. You just need to share authentically. It needs to come from your heart, because words that come from our heart chakra have a bigger impact in everything and anyone, because people feel moved, they feel touched by your words, and they're inspired. And our job is not to motivate anyone or not to convince anyone to join your mission. Your job is to have them inspired. Only then they're going to be enrolled in your conversation, and they're going to be registered in your invitation. I want to really touch on the predictable future, because we all have a predictable future, and so do all of our customers and all of our brand partners. Ask yourself, what is my predictable future if I don't take this decision to change my life? Okay, and this will lead to bold requests, because bold requests pretty much mean ask and you shall receive. If you aren't getting what you want, it's because maybe you aren't asking for it. And you will experience tons of success when you start asking for what you want. And it's going to be uncomfortable, and it must be uncomfortable, because enrollment is uncomfortable. Nobody wants to feel uncomfortable, but only facing that uncomfortable moment will allow you to get to the other end, right? When you go through breakups with people, you have to go through the pain. The only way out of it is through it. So the only way out through our success in this team is to go through your being uncomfortable. So there is a Latin proverb that says, fortune follows the bold. And it's extremely true. Fortune follows the bold. So if you are a bold person, you will have fortune, you will have success. And the reality is that you will rarely, if ever, be given more than what you have the courage to ask for. So if that makes sense,
That's crazy.
right? So think about, what would the ideal outcome be? And then confidently ask for it. What will be the ideal scenario of you making the bold request? Otherwise, you're going to default back to your predictable future, which is doing nothing or staying where you are, right? Do you want to stay where you are, or you want to be bold? You want to really get what you want by asking for it? Otherwise, you rarely, never, any time ever, you will get what you want. So be specific about what you want and by when do you want it, especially now that we're facing the end of the month. You have to be specific. What do I want and by when do I want it? You need to have deadlines with yourself and with your prospects. Remember, it will take 4 to 9 exposures before someone gets enrolled into what you say, even if you are an expert in enrollment conversations. Okay? Always create the distinction. What's my predictable future versus what would I get if I make a bold request? Because fortune follows the bold. Remember that fortune follows the bold. You want to have fortune? Then be bold. There's no other way around. I just want to open it up for questions. Okay, yes, you guys are going to get an assignment. And I've done this many times. And remember what I said about enrollment being uncomfortable? Okay, enrollment is going to be uncomfortable. And in order to enroll people, you need to go through all the 4 steps that we went over at the beginning of this Zoom. And you really have to find yourself an accountability partner. Because a true leader, okay, a true leader has accountability, has mentorship. He has a burst of energy. You all have a burst of energy within yourself. Now you need to find yourself an accountable partner, because you already have mentorship. You have over 30 years of experience in our upline that would work with you one-on-one if you really use us. So use Lucy, use Michael, use Raw, use me, use Troy, use Seraphine, use whoever your upline is. And I know Rob wants to say something. He's like tapping me on my shoulder. What do you want to say?
Guys, we're going to assign you accountability partners. We're giving you an assignment. So the people on this call, stay on the call, and you each are going to be assigned an accountability partner, and we're just going to choose on random. And Seema's going to go over an assignment that we're all going to have and a time commitment, and we're going to hear your voices here in a second, basically volunteering yourself to commit. We're not forcing anything here. We want to talk this through, but we are going to be stepping into the possibility of boldness.
Yes, enrollment is the magic ingredient of transformation. And we're all going to have an amazing transformation in our businesses starting today. And it's going to start with a magic ingredient, which is enrollment. So I'm going to assign you guys a partner right now, and you guys are going to exchange numbers. And this is what you guys are going to practice doing some bold requests. So do you want to match them up? Should I do it randomly?
Yeah. No.
Can I offer one?
Yes. What did you say?
This is Seraphim, just joining you guys a little late. Thank you. Andrew and I would love to be accountability partners, and we've already pushed ourselves consultant for Andrew and director by the end of the month. We're going for it.
Perfect. Okay, so Andrew and Sam are partners.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down.
Hoorah.
Andrew and Sam.
Yeah, look at him.
Guys, are there anybody on the call who are on the same team? We want to put those partners together. Otherwise, we're going to put you up with other people on this call. If you guys have people on the team that you're going to want to do the assignment, they have to come on board and find another accountability partner. So we're only going to accept this assignment from people that come in pairs. And Seema's going to go over what the actual assignment is in a second.
Okay. So Rod's going to assign you guys partners. And the assignment is very simple. You know, we have only 4 days to finish up the month strong. And what we're asking is for you to make 20 bold requests each. Okay. That's as simple as 5 a day.
No, 24 hours.
Oh, he wants you guys to get the assignment done in 24 hours, okay? So you guys have 24 hours for each one of you, make 20 bold requests. 24 hours to make 20 bold requests each. If you missed this Zoom, I'll invite you to watch it from the beginning. We're going to upload the link to the YouTube. Okay, so you have more background information on how to create registration conversations, how to craft your story and start feeling uncomfortable and start practicing being uncomfortable. I personally am afraid of heights. So I signed up to the rock climbing gym so I can fall from the top. It's like 20 feet. Today, I think I broke my record. Today I fall like from, what is it? Maybe 10 feet or 11 feet high. And I'm building myself up. I can drop 1 foot higher every single time. So, but I'm extremely uncomfortable. I'm in fear. My whole body's shaking. And I want you guys to feel the same because I've been practicing this with my Purion business since day one. Just feel uncomfortable, feel uncomfortable, feel uncomfortable. Great. I'm about to go feel uncomfortable. I want you to feel that. Because only through that, you're going to expand, you're going to grow, and you're going to push your team to the next level. So 20 bold requests each. I want you to write down this request and share them with your partner. You can check in with your partner as much as you want. It works great. You can also give yourself a name of the possibility that you're creating with this bold requests. I created many possibilities. I have my accountability partner, and I say, I am the possibility of abundance today. I am the possibility of independence. So give yourself a possibility, give yourself your name. And when I call Claudia, I'm like, hi, instead of saying, hi, Claudia, I'm going to say, hi, Miss Independence. Hi, Miss Abundance. Start digging these words in your subconscious mind so you can start manifest them, create the vibration. So start calling yourself and your accountability partner a possibility. So think right now what possibility you want to be. You want to be the possibility of independence. I wanted that, but that's why I left architecture. I want to be free. I didn't want to work with anyone. I just wanted to be independent. So I created the possibility of being independent. So I am Miss Independence. So give yourself a name and then share the 20 bold requests by the end of the day. And then you're going to share it with us on the WhatsApp who completed the assignment.
Guys, just to be clear, 20 different people you're going to call up or you're going to message and you're going to make a bold request. Obviously, we all get paid within this organization to make bold requests of people to either improve their health or improve their community and financial network through the business opportunity. Those are simple, bold requests we can make of people when we call them. We can inspire them with our story. However, this assignment is for 20 bold requests. If you don't feel like doing that and you have something else you want to request of somebody that has nothing to do with Purium or this group, that is fine.
Mm-hmm.
However, like Seema said, you're rarely going to receive in this life more than you're willing to ask for. So we are here standing for you to ask for more. And that's the purpose of this assignment. So these are the groups I have so far. I think some people either...
I'm not sure who this person is.
So Andrew and Seraphim. And then who is 229-403-8051?
Unmute yourself and let us know who you are.
Because that's Alyssa's partner, Elisa. So I guess that's the phone number you're going to call. Elisa, write down that number, 229-403-8051. They actually don't have the audio on. Is that what that means?
Yeah, I think they
All
called
right,
in.
Elisa, you, if this person is unresponsive, then we'll get you somebody else. So Curtis and Emerald.
Who's Emerald?
I have no idea.
Emerald, can you unmute yourself? Hello?
All right, Jael and John.
Okay, so Emerald.
All right, we're going to actually, besides Emerald, we need to find out who Emerald is. Jael and John, we can message you guys your information. Claudia, you're with Melinda. That's a strong pair right there. Awesome. So you guys can actually find each other in the chat, I believe, and share your numbers. Melissa, you're with Rye.
Oh, Emerald? Emerald's Elisa's husband?
I don't know what his Zoom is.
Is Emerald your husband? No?
His name's Scott, but
Oh.
I don't know what his Zoom is. It might be Emerald.
Emerald, talk. You're unmuted. And we can't hear you.
Whose team are you? Can you type on the chat?
Okay, anyways, that's the end of this Zoom, guys. So we need to get you guys paired up. We gave you your partner. Text us if you don't know their contact information. The assignment is 20 bold requests. Please do this. If you don't do this, it's fine. We're gonna all meet again tomorrow at the same time as a group, and we will hold each other accountable. And if you don't complete it, it's fine. We're just gonna talk to you and figure out why and what walls were coming up and how we can help you break through them. So don't be afraid of this.
Yes. So one example of a bold request that I did the other day, because I had to complete my goal for bold request and I didn't know what to do. I asked my little niece, she's 12, if she would read a book. And I called her and I was like, Anna, would you read this book if I buy it for you? And she said, yes. Okay, so that counts as a bold request. Would you read this book if I buy it for you? And she said, yes. And then I asked her another bold request, and I said, if you keep reading books, I will keep buying them for you. Would you do that? And she said yes. So I made this deal that I will buy her books for the rest of her lifetime if she finishes the books. So that counts as a bold request. So we want to get you into practice of asking. All right, guys, that was all for today. Feel free to unmute if you want to share something, what has come up for you. Is there anything that you want to share with the team? Just feel free to unmute yourself.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
Thank you. Who was that?
Cassiani.
Oh, hey, girl.
How are you?
Partner.
Oh, no.
Super powerful. I can definitely feel like all the anxiety just wash away. Like, so inspiring.
Awesome. I'm so happy that you made it to the call. We're going to assign you a partner, okay?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Did
Okay.
anybody else not get a partner?
There's someone did not get a partner. Okay, I think that we got everyone.
I couldn't hear who mine was. This is Joelle. My phone glitched when you guys were talking.
Who's
Is it
Joelle's
John
partner?
DeRusi or?
John DeRusi.
Okay. John.
If you don't have his number, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Any questions, concerns? You want to share something that has come up on this call? Okay. All right, guys, let's be uncomfortable. Otherwise, the predictable future is already here. You know, we already have a predictable future, so let's not get stuck there. There's so much awesomeness on the other side of being uncomfortable.
Yeah, everything's great. Sorry, my microphone was off.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, I was able to unset it on my settings, but I'm glad to be here. I am using Imperium to heal myself. I'm a veteran. I'm fighting PTSD and other mental health and traumatic brain injury symptoms, and it's seeming to work. So it's much better than opiates and heroin-based pills, in my opinion. And that plus CBD is a winner. I'll be sharing my information so everybody can link with me. I like to help out in any way I can.
Awesome. Emerald, whose team are you?
I'm going to find out and want to let you know.
Oh, so how did you hear about our Zoom?
I heard about everything through my wife.
Is this Alisa? Who's your wife?
Yes, Alyssa
Oh.
Richardson.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it was your husband. That is why I kept asking. Well,
I didn't know what his Zoom was. I'm like, I don't know who Emerald is.
I didn't know what my Zoom was either. I got everything together today. But if you guys go to my Instagram, it's pretty badass. My call to action, my link in my bio is pretty good, and I've been sharing it all day with my 700 followers. Got a few doctors that are interested out in Atlanta. I'm from the East Coast, so I'm hoping to make a major impact there and be a part of the team's growth.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to have you. You have such a powerful woman and a powerful story, and your baby, you know, it's leaving and becoming health. So I'm so welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys, any more thoughts before we cut it up? We created a poll on the Facebook group on subjects that we want you guys to vote on, what you feel that you need the most coaching on, and we'll do our best to address that on our Zoom calls. A couple of the things that I wanted to mention is the announcements. February 1st is super important that you guys attend. February 1st, we have a virtual national convention. We're going to meet at Lucy's house at noon, and we're making amazing foods, homemade meals. Everything will be organic and super awesome. Tomorrow and Thursday, we have a Superfood Social in Santa Monica. So I'll invite you guys to use your bold request in the next 24 hours and ask people to come to the event. Okay? Share what you're doing and make the bold requests. You never know, they might say yes. I sat next to a lady on Erewhon today. I was having lunch and I said, hey, do you have a card? I want to connect with you. I want to invite you to my event. She's like, really? Oh, awesome. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have a card. So I'm texting her to come. And smart orders for bonuses. Make sure you have a smart order set up or you will not be qualifiable for bonuses. It has to be a smart order, not a personal order. It has to be a smart order. If you don't have your smart order, you're not getting paid, period. And the double bonus also will not apply if you don't have your smart order. So super important to do a smart order. Okay. I think that's all for today. I love you guys. Thank you for joining, and we'll meet each other soon. See you tomorrow.